The other question that often I get has to do with women. And like, there's this idea that, oh, women really, can they engage in high intensity interval training? Can they really go? And again, we're talking a little bit more on the high end of vigorous here, right? In regards to like high intensity interval training. Can women do an hour-long high-intensity interval training session? Is it bad? Are their stress hormones going up? Is it, all those things that you hear from influencers on the internet? My take and my read of the literature and my experience. So I do high-intensity interval training. I do like a CrossFit type of training, 3 hours a week right now. Currently, I'm going to start doing 4, and 2 of those hours, it's like the full hour is like, it's a pretty intense. And then 2 of the other days where it's an hour each, I'm doing like strength training the first half, which isn't really getting my heart rate up that much, except for when I'm lifting heavy. And then I do like a 20-minute HIIT at the end. And hey, everything's going great for me. I'm not burning out. I mean, I don't feel like I'm like burning at both ends at all. But let's talk about actual evidence here. I think, yes, women can engage in high-intensity interval training. Yes, they can do high-intensity workouts. I think where this whole thing originated from were these...
While extreme caloric restriction combined with high-intensity exercise can disrupt hormonal balance, HIIT itself is not inherently detrimental to women's health when adequately fueled.
These studies where women were massively reducing their calories and they were doing caloric restriction and engaging in a lot of like high intensity exercise. And that can like cause amenorrhea. It can shift hormones, right? Where you're not ovulating. And that's really like the origin of like some of this, like, I don't even know where it's gone. It's gone to places where I'm like, people are like, oh, you can't do HIIT. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Yes, you can do HIIT. Like, being a female doesn't mean you can't do HIIT. Obviously, you have to listen to your body. If you are on your cycle and you're feeling like, all the time when I'm on my cycle and I'm starting to do a HIIT, like I tone it down. Like, yeah, I mean, there's obvious things here where you're not going to perform your best, depending on what the day is. But that's even for people that are not female, right? I mean, like, you have those days too, right, Brady?
Right. I shouldn't do HIIT all the time either. Men shouldn't do HIIT all the time. They should listen to their bodies. They should listen, program it strategically into their training cycle. I also don't really know where this idea that, I think it refers to maybe more so like, I don't know, perimenopausal, postmenopausal women should be careful with HIIT, but like, sure. And there are certain, hormonal changes that happen at that time. But
the key to safe and effective high intensity training for women, as with men, lies in smart programming, listening to one's body, and ensuring proper nutrition and recovery.
But again, if we look at what the studies are showing, if you do it in a smart way, that women can benefit just as much as men. There's not really a biological reason, I think, to think that there would be any detrimental effects as long as you do it smartly. And again, like you mentioned, fuel adequately, relative energy deficiency in sport, red S is a thing. If you're doing more activity than you're fueling your body for, and women are more prone to kind of that underfueling than maybe males are, especially kind of in the endurance sports realm. Yeah, you can overdo it just like anything. But I think to scare women and say, oh, you shouldn't do HIIT because it's, going to be like too much cortisol or something. I mean, the point of it is kind of to increase cortisol and then you recover and do it again. I mean, that's just do it smartly. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure where it has gone to weird places, this idea. I'll get an Instagram reel every now and then where it's like, women need to train like this a different way. And a lot of evidence out there for strength training and endurance training doesn't just really support that idea, I think.